it's Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. For today's video, we're going to be going over all of my spending for the last week of August. I am so excited to be sharing this week with you. It was a very busy week for me. Lots of soccer, lots of running around, lots of spending. So I am just going to go ahead and flip my little expense tracker here. I'm going to zoom you guys in and we're going to start talking about all of the money I spent from August 20th through the 26th. And we are going to start out on the 20th when I did my transfers. So I transferred $700 to our next month's bills account. And then I also on the 20th pulled out cash for my savings challenges. And the amount there was $200. You would have seen me stuff that already. Actually, you wouldn't have seen me stuff that because I filmed the video for that and the footage was corrupted. So I was not able to actually post that video, but I did play my fun savings challenge games and stuff that $200. Unfortunately, you just did not see that. So sorry. I tried so hard to make that footage work. I edited it multiple different ways. I kind of cut out different clips that I thought were unnecessary in hopes that those were the corrupted ones. The files would play perfectly fine on my computer, but when I ran them through my editing software, it kept crashing on me, telling me it was corrupted. I tried so hard to make that video work, but sadly it did not. So you didn't see that, but that did happen. Then on the 20th, I went to Walmart and did my first round of groceries. I told you guys I have been doing grocery shopping every couple of days instead of trying to do one big trip, because I was finding that I would do one big trip at the beginning of the week, and then by the end of the week, I found something else that I needed anyway, and I was shopping again regardless. So I'm just going whenever I know I need something, buying as little as possible, and going multiple times a week. I don't know that that's the best strategy, but that's what I've been doing. The category here is grocery, and the amount I spent was $76.90. Then we had a no spend on the 21st, which was lovely. On the 22nd, I was back to the grocery stores. Did not take me long to discover there were some things that I wanted / needed, so was back to Walmart, and I also went to Meijer this day. At Walmart, I spent $64.35, and then that same day at Meijer, I spent $44.03. Okay. On the 23rd, my husband and I had a meeting that took us out of town, and after the meeting, we went to Coney Island and grabbed some lunch. So that came out of our eating out category. And the amount we spent there was $41.26. On the 24th, it was a Saturday, we had a all day long soccer tournament. So we spent a lot of money this day. Starting with McDonald's for breakfast. We had to be out the door by 7 a.m. So we hit up McDonald's. That came out of our eating out budget. And that was $13.63. My husband and I just got breakfast sandwiches and hash browns. Then we had to get tickets for the tournament. Our district uses an app called GoFan when they're selling tickets. Most of the games do not take cash anymore. Some of them do. And when they take cash, I usually pull that out of my sinking funds. But anything that needs to go on an app comes out of our spending category. And tickets for this particular tournament were $6 each. My husband and I went and we spent $12 to get in. But before that, these are out of order a little bit. Actually, before even we went to McDonald's, bright and early that morning, we went to Walmart and picked up stuff for the tournament. We got snacks for all of the boys. We got all kinds of stuff. We got applesauce pouches, granola bars. We bought, what else did we buy? Rice Krispie treats. We also bought a whole bunch of drinks, water and Gatorade, and we bought like sandwiches for my husband and I to eat while we were there, so we did not have to pay for concessions because those could be pricey. All in all, I took this out of our grocery budget, and it was a whopping $99.94. So that one-day tournament cost us almost $100 just in food and stuff, but we did bring home some things that we had left over, so we'll have snacks moving into the rest of the week. But yeah, that was a pricey day, but it was so much fun. Our boys ended up sweeping the tournament. They won all 3 of their games, and they got bragging rights. They won the tournament, so that was a great day. It was super, super hot. We all got sunburnt. It was a long day for sure, and I was just ready to get out of there by the time everything was all said and done. And because of that, by the time we were all done, we just ordered pizza for dinner. I was not going to cook after being out in that hot heat all day, so that came out of our eating out budget, and that amount was $47.10. All right, and then we had a no spend on the 25th. That was the Sunday. We just spent that day catching up on all of the housework, cleaning, all of that sort of thing. So that was a really good day. And then on the 26th, the last day of our week, I went to Dollar Tree to pick up a few things that we needed. We ran out of some cleaning supplies the day before when we were cleaning. So I like to go to Dollar Tree for a lot of that. I took this out of our spending budget, and the amount that I spent was $9.78. So that was everything that we spent from our weekly budget. I do have some sinking fund transactions that I need to update, but first let's get some totals here. So let me grab my highlighters. For bills, we'll use blue. For our savings, we'll use green. For groceries, pink. Eating out, yellow. Spending, this purple color. I think that's what I've been doing for a little while now, so we'll stick with it. So we already know these amounts are real easy. For bills, it was the $700. I'm going to do just like I did last week and highlight everything. That seemed to work really well. And then I'll get totals at the end. All right, so for bills, $700. For cash, it was $200. For groceries, $285.22. Eating out, $199. And spending, $21.78. All right, so in total, we sent $700 to bills, $200 to short-term savings. We spent $285.22 on groceries, $101.99 on eating out, and $21.78 on spending. A total for the week of $1308.99, but in variables, it was $408.99. So overall, it was a pretty good week. Really quick, I'm going to flip over to my sinking funds transaction log. I got some transactions to track there. Okay, so from Austin's sinking fund, I took $14 out for school pictures. We had our open house this week. He went and got the picture taken for his school ID, and I bought an 8x10. I always do every year of his school photo. So I took that out of his sinking fund, or I will. If you're not familiar with how I do sinking funds, I put everything on a card, and then at the end of the month, I true everything up using the cash from my sinking funds binder. Also from Austin's sinking fund, I needed to give him cash for the day of the tournament. He took his friends to McDonald's that morning, the same as we did. He rode with his friends. He treated them to breakfast on the way to the tournament. And I gave him some cash just to have in case he wanted to buy a water or whatever. So out of his sinking fund, I took a 20 because that was actually all the cash that I had in there. And then from the whatever category, I took the 10 that was out of there. So these were cash things. Right now, the binders are pretty empty. By the end of the month, I'm hoping to be able to stuff some of the money from our sinking funds in there to get some more cash on hand. Most of these transactions have been card, but these two were cash. And these were both just cash for the tournament. And then we also did some shopping. So I bought some more Built Bars. We were running low, even though I just bought a ton of them last month. We go through them pretty quick. And so I'm going to take this out of our, oops, this shouldn't have said Built. I'm going to take it out of our shopping sinking fund. And the amount that I spent was $25.96. And then also I bought some energy drinks for Austin, some of the Gatorade energy drinks. I took this out of our shopping category as well. This is kind of what I had in mind when I created this shopping category for things that we buy semi-regularly, not all the time. So like I order my Nespresso coffee pods just like every other month. So that'll come out of here. Anything we do online in terms of like protein bars or protein shakes, we don't buy them all the time. They don't come from our regular grocery store. So I thought that is what we would use our shopping category for. And that's what I did. So $22.99 for the energy drinks. Those were on Amazon. That was everything, I think, that I took out of our sinking funds. The last thing I'm going to do is just mark a couple of bills that got paid. You guys know we're a month ahead on our bills. So all of August bills are being paid with money I saved prior to August, but I'm still just like keeping track of the bills as they come out. It's my first month kind of being a month ahead. I don't want anything to slip through the cracks. So what got paid this week? AMC and MGM Plus got paid this week. And Crunchyroll got paid this week. So we just got a couple more bills that are going to come out. And I'm going to be moving on to my September printables, moving forward. So I'll have to just kind of flip back to this to mark these off as they get paid. But that is it for my spending video. It got a little lengthy because I tend to talk too much, but I thought it was a pretty good week overall. Really excited about how it went. I am going to next use this information to close out my August paycheck number 4 budget. So be on the lookout for that video. You guys are going to see me kind of wrap up August this week and move into budgeting for September. So I hope that you will be looking forward to that. I know I'm looking forward to filming that. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye!